Welcome back once again, for the first time though, to this, the PLO Grand Slam, a $50,000 buy-in event. And for those who are unfamiliar with the Grand Slam format here, it is a hybrid invitational type event. Day 1A, invitees only. Day 2, open field. We recombine today. The players have played all the way down into the money, the top 15 getting paid. And we have brought them into the Onyx Club for the final 14 as we look to get down to the 7 lucky contenders for tomorrow's final table. And that's how things look on this table. And wow, do we have some chips. Cesar Garcia leading the way, 173 big blinds. That's right, 173 big blinds in the money in a poker tournament. Sean Raphael, also over 100 blinds. And Rob Young, fresh off yesterday's cash game. Not the best session for him in that. He comes into this table third in chips. And you see the rest as they are there. Gogo Naj and CVR bringing up the bottom of the counts. They're pretty comfortable. I am reliably informed there are a couple of very short stacks on the other table, so we may see one of these potentially move over to that table if those two players bust. But all that stuff's to go. We've got to get ourselves down to a final 7. I'm, of course, James Dempsey, and joining me, as always, Mr. Steve Warburton. Warbs, you ready for some more high-stakes PLO action here at the Onyx?
I am, James. Good evening. I just can't get past 173 big blinds. It's good to be Mr. Garcia, isn't it?
In a 50k, I mean, it's just...
40% of the chips in play, 14 left. 15 left, 14 left.
Yeah.
Nice.
Warbs, payouts right now, 100k the min cash, but take your eyes for me, my friend, up to the top of that payout table, and do tell the good folks what we're playing for the win.
I feel like we don't play for less than $1 million here at Onyx, do we? It's always that 7-figure score, 1.2 million.
$1.2 million for the winner.
There's going to be a lot of ICM factors, isn't there, when they do reach the final table?
Yeah, obviously, I know I always get these things confused with ICM, and I'm always thinking like, oh, it's really bad at the final. But people don't know it's worse just before the final. I don't really understand it, Warbs. I just throw the letters out there. I play a bit tighter every now and again. Also, I never get there, so it's not really a problem.
Well, I think in this instance, 15 to 10, there's basically no jump, is there?
Right.
It's 100 to 120k, which when you've paid 50k for the buy-in, it's not a big jump at all, is it? But yes, some of these jumps, you know, fifth upwards, pretty meaty. Especially look at third to second. Third's 555, second's 840.
Oh yeah,
it's a pretty big jump.
Yeah, actually, this structure is incentivizing this kind of action, isn't it? Right then, Lataro, somewhat of a PLO specialist, but not asleep. The man plays Hold'em too. What's the final 2 tables of the main event this year? It is better known in the 4-card streets.
I believe he may be the best. I have been told this man is the best in the world, so won't be critiquing his play too much. This is a limp pot though, isn't it? 3-way. Rob with the mystery hand here.
Do you want to have a guess? See if you can guess one of his cards correctly.
Ace.
Of which suit?
Diamonds.
Okay.
May never find out though.
We might not.
I will never find out.
Nice potential showing here for Rob, having come second in that 100k opening event of the series.
He's having a good week, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Had some of JRB, of course, the winner.
Of course, a man who, you know, doesn't really play the tournaments that often. Obviously going to support the tournaments in the Onyx naturally. Dabbles occasionally at a Triton event or two, particularly invitationals, but other than that we rarely see him. But he knows his way around the table.
Yeah, it's all poker, isn't it?
We were sort of discussing at dinner, weren't we? You know, it's the sort of how this day could go, how the final table will be set up. They are so deep, of course, averaged currently around about 60 blinds. The thought of just a little live wire, like Rob, dropped into the middle of the field could cause some carnage.
Yeah, kind of encourages everyone to be pretty tight on that FT, doesn't it, early on? especially as we're playing a 9-handed final table.
Taro, 2 kings on the button. Does have Garcia behind in the small, but he's going after Gergo Naj in the big blind. It is one of the short stacks, the shortest at this table at least. Gergo, another one of those names you just hear banded about. Best PLO tournament players, best PLO tournament players. There aren't that many big buy PLO tournaments of the year, so it's kind of, they don't get that, you know, it's not that often they get to compete.
Yeah, this has been a nice series, hasn't there, with so many big buy-ins. Main event getting more than the Hold'em.
Yeah.
Might possibly be the first time that's ever happened, to be honest.
Yeah, that was in the 10K
series,
got 232, didn't it? It got 25 players more than the 10K.
Yeah, incredible stuff.
I believe, if I'm right in saying, I think 50K got a few more in Hold'em. I think memory serves, it was 107. We've got 98 in this one. Let me have a look here. Go back on results.
Looks like Rob's getting moved here.
Well, I did say that might happen with 2 ultra short stacks on the other table. Oh no, I take that back. The 50K Hold'em got 95 players, so this one again eclipsing Hold'em variant.
That's got to be the worst table I've ever seen in my life.
Who is that?
No, it's like squares everywhere.
Oh, you mean the physical table and the lineup.
Oh, I thought you meant the lineup as well, yeah.
Make it big. They may as well make it a pod for each player. Like,
I think like tomorrow gonna be 900, you know. So finals 9 gonna be. So that's why.
I don't mind a big table. It's just like it's a bit.
I played on quite a few kitchen tables, and I feel like they're worse than this table.
Yeah, it's always difficult. You can see it's a high rail. It's often a feature of featured tables. Can be a bit uncomfortable, but it's like all things. You just kind of get used to it, right? After you've been there for an hour, you're like, oh, okay, it's not so bad.
Yeah, they have a similar identical table, don't they, at Dusk Till Dawn?
They do, same table, yeah.
First time I played on that, I was kind of thinking the same, but now actually I really love it. You can see every opponent. You do get used to it.
As a species, we adjust. We're very good, we're very adaptable.
It's a little sneaky here. Check back on the flop.
Yeah, from the
True pause.
From the Chip Daddy. Now perhaps get Gergo to do something.
Yeah, and the small blind's very short. So after checking back, small blind could have definitely gone for it here with a different hand to this, of course. But
here we go. Sean Raphael's the one who's going to go for it.
Yes, it's worked out pretty nice, hasn't it? It's got a no equity hand to barrel the turn into him.
I don't know how much you know about Sean Raphael, but he's ever present at PokerGo, Vegas. Loves his PLO. Had a whole host of results in that game.
I know he's from the United States of America, and that's all I know about him.
Just trying to find a result on a tenor mob that isn't PLO to give you an idea. Here we go. In terms of his biggest cashes, it's about his 25th biggest cash was in Hold'em. You know, he's a specialist. Specialist who's river to jack.
Garcia trying to decide whether this is too thin or not. He's going to go for value.
Yeah, put a 4 as played. Smells like always going to bet. Especially with those high straight draws missing, there's things we can have, and this may, you know, may not be the end of it. Raphael having river to jack. I think Garcia. She limped in.
Oh, he's gone for it.
Oh, wow. The Jackson deuces as blockers to a boat. Before I could even think of that, he sprung the trap.
Yeah. Oh, the snap call. Wow.
He ain't folding a 4. As played.
Nice.
Limped, checked back. Nicely done by Garcia.
Didn't take too long, did he? Quite like the play, yeah, with the Jack and the 2 blocker.
Sorry? Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. You see it in Hold'em sometimes, don't you? When you've got the 2 player on the board on a paired board, big counterfeited sometimes work
Sure.
into your bluffing ranges. Ever more prevalent in PLO, especially because, you know, it's hard for players to call without 4 houses when they get raised in these spots. But
Yeah.
as played there, he kind of just looks so much weaker than a 4.
Yeah, I think he's obviously gone for it because of the check back on the flop and the size on the river. Bold play. Just a bit unlucky this time. I like to see some bluffs. The last PLO final table didn't really see, you know, down the street bluffs, but that was a good hand.
Neuer, King, Queen, Jack 8 double. Very attractive looking hand for him. Kyogo, this might be the proverbial line in the sand. No. Suited ace, perhaps, maybe a different opponent.
Yeah, if that 6 of diamonds is 6 of hearts, maybe. Maybe he's in there.
Yeah, that Ace King and another Broadway is such a powerful hand when you're on the shallow stack. But we mentioned 14 left. I guess 12 left if Rob got moved. We must be down to 12. We get confirmation of that yet. We do have Sergei Nesterenko out in 14th place. And Imad Device out in 13th place, which is why we are down to 12. Both of them, interestingly, busting out to Nino Panzier. So he's building some sort of stack over there. In fact, according to the Poker News updates, Garcia isn't even the chip leader, although maybe after that hand he is with 12 million. But there is allegedly another 8-figure stack over that side. Philip Alexic showing us 10.5 million.
I'm rooting for Garcia to win this hand because then he'll have 200 big blinds, which is even more absurd. Currently, he's starting this hand with 192.
600,000.
Oh, it's been 3-bet as well.
Oh, 10-9. Let's see a little fruit. These guys are battling. Just recognizing Garcia's going to be in here opening with the widest range. You know, the Queen Jack 10-9 will not going to fare too well against one of the more handcuffed stacks, being just the Queen High rundown. But against a player who's going to be playing super wide, fares far better. It's a nice adjustment for him.
Miss Lee,
Yeah.
you go on, tell me.
Ah, you really? Fuck. It works.
When he put the chip, he was like, what?
Yeah, I saw something weird, but I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this chip goes here. It's the
It worked.
white one.
Yeah, that chip is.
My God.
Fucking hell, dude.
All the
Mystic
clicks, you
3-bet.
know, eh?
I did
I
not.
mean, I thought this might be aces double suited, you know, and he's like kind of acting or something.
Jesus Christ. Why is this chip so...
Yeah.
Yeah, they are very similar.
Oh my fucking god.
Almost cost you a lot of money
Almost there.
because he didn't realize that.
Welcome along, all of you joining us here on the Onyx Live YouTube channel. Myself, Warbs, and of course Feraldo when he joins us later. We'll always be keeping one eye on the chat, so if you've got any wisdom you wish to share, any questions you wish to ask, or just any light-hearted banter that you got for us and your fellow viewers, please do drop in there. Diogo. Queen hand. Going to be enough. Oh, bad news. Rafael wakes up with the aces behind. And look at this actual domination here, Warbs. Not just aces, but blocking the king and the 7.
Yeah, and does have 1 spade as well.
Yeah.
Just 3-bet the last hand.
Albeit a misclick.
No misclick now? No?
We will
Cannot beat the
run it.
Wow.
Yeah, she's announced cool, but I think it's accepted that
Wow.
he's going with it. You can see there, I mean,
7.
not often you see in PLO 80-20 pre-flop.
Straight. A cheeky straight.
Yeah, screenshot this for Feraldo. He says every single hand all in pre is 60-40 or 57-43.
Yeah.
Have an 80-20.
We haven't quite converted him to tournament PLO yet. We will. He's a tournament purist, of course.
And this is not taking into account folded cards. This is the actual price. This is the real price of the hand, isn't it?
Something. Could be worse.
King or 7 for a chop.
Nope.
GG.
Okay.
Giogo. Out in, I believe, 12th. Last $100,000 payout. Everyone now guaranteed 120. As Steve mentioned before, very small jumps to kick things off. But even now, it's, you know, 11 left. Guaranteed 120. If you can just get to 6, it's 265k. So there is a lot of pressure on the small to medium stacks just to hang in still. And of course, once they get down to just 9 players, there will be a redraw for the final. And suddenly, as a short stack, you've got so much more room there, and of course, the ability to keep an eye on all your opponents.
So 2 más y terminamos. ¿Eh?
9 meses final, 7
Van Ravenswood. That's a pretty cool name, isn't it?
Really is.
I feel like he owns a forest somewhere in the Netherlands.
Maybe some ravens.
Nice looking hand here. Pereira.
Oh, yeah. Ace, king, queen, 8, double suited. Blind on blind against his compatriot and big chip leader.
Let's go limp, interesting.
I want to see how he approaches this. Whether he's going to go for a limp re-raise or just a limp call. I feel like, given we're, what, 11 left by our reckoning, that we just want to call here. 44 big blinds deep.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see the strategy here from one of the best. Does this hand fall into a limp re-raise or just a limp call?
What? He does go for it.
Nice, okay.
Garcia, I mean, double suited hand.
Yeah, he'll be peeling, won't he?
Yeah.
2.
2 behind. Something like this.
The 2-2 behind, so it will
How
be
much is there,
approximately sort of 1.8 SPR. So he is going to have a look at the flop and make life very difficult for the Taro. And that's why I was interested, because these are the spots that are really difficult in PLO when you're playing this kind of stack depth now. You see 2.1 into 1.1 up against a chip leader out of position.
Yeah, this is tough to navigate unless you really connect, isn't it?
Well, in they go, my friend. Guerra loving that board, of course. Ace, king, queen, the Broadway wrap with queen high hearts. So little does he know he's up against a pair and a better flush draw. I say it's hard to play, you know, a lot of pots out of position. This is not one of the flops that's hard for him to play. But this is, well, rating to be a pretty ugly cooler for him.
All in.
Yeah, Guerra pulls the face.
This is pretty sick, isn't it?
Just don't want to see hearts in your opponent's hand there, because with ace, king, queen, even against top set here, you're a favourite.
Yeah.
Up against that hand, though, just second pair, superior draw is not a favourite. Wow, this is insane, actually. This pot size is 5.4 million. 90 big blinds.
Yeah, Garcia's gonna fly past 200 big blinds if he can hold here.
How are we playing a 90 big blind pot with 11 left? They're not heard of ICM? Oh, that's a bad card as well, because Garcia now improving with spades, taking some of Guerrera's out off the board.
82%.
My word, he's done it. He's held.
Well, good luck, everyone.
Huge scalp.
Wow.
14 million chips for Garcia.
What, we're down to 10?
I know, just like that. 233 big blinds.
What?
Wow.
We're down to 10.
Flop. Insane.
It's just straight up madness.
You're gonna make your first stream final table without playing a hand.
I have to win a hand at some point.
No paras, eh?
What is going on?
Ya no te tengo que invitar a algo, tío.
Yeah,
The
I
average
mean,
stack is over 80 blinds.
the way that it played, though, they just both massively
Yes.
connect the flop, don't they? So
And funny
when he was
enough,
getting in.
if Latara had just, say, flatly open pre-flop and seen that board, very good chance he would have check-raised flop. May have check-called, but
Yeah, I hear you.
it was a very much a setup.
One player.
Now, well, we lost Rob, set him over to the other table. We've now had a flurry of bust-outs here, which means we now need to bring a player back from that other table to join this crew. Daniel Neuer, CVR, Sean Raphael, Cesar Garcia, who has got 14 million chips, like 234 blinds.
Certainly keeping Seb on his toes, aren't they? It's like player out, player in, down to 11, down to 10. Moving fast.
Wonder who we're going to get from over there. Remember, the other names involved. Oh no. Look at the left of the picture, Warbs. He's back. Or is he out? He can't be out.
You said it like Voldemort there when he said, he's back. He's just been moved off the table. He's probably
He
played
is back.
2 hands and he's back.
So obviously, I'm sure you're all aware, all our viewers, but of course it's just whoever's going to be the big blind next on the other table will get moved. That's why he got moved off in the first place. It's just chance the way it is that he's ping-ponging between the tables. Over there, Philip Alexic, as I say, leading the way. Nino Panzier with 2 eliminations. Griff Jones, Laszlo Boitas just hiding out, of course, why not? PLO tournament, he's in the mix.
Yep.
And Espen Mermo, the players on the other table. But this is certainly where all the action has been. Are we down to 10 already?
How much you playing, Sean Raphael? 107 big blinds. Ha, that's cute.
Yeah.
234, mate.
Yeah.
Was it a cash game, was it? No, no. It was last 10.
Absolutely nuts.
Last 10 in the 50k. King, Queen, 8-6. Double suited here. Does open for the pot. Oh, Rob's woken up with something first hand after moving back.
840.
He's going for it. Ace, King, 4-4. Some nice removal, double suited hand. Figuring Garcia's just going to fold a lot.
Yeah, chip leader though, Demps, in the small.
Yeah, but the chip leader who's just flat. You know, the Ace, King, 4-4 double against the chip leader flat in the small doesn't do too badly. If he just gets it through Neuer.
840?
Garcia is just... Whatever, my friend. We've got 234 big blinds. You think I'm folding? And this is interesting because these are the spots where, you know, Garcia's hand plays really well if you can be sure Rob's got, you know, aces or ace, king, king, this kind of hand. But when you're up against Rob, you've got to be careful because he is going to push the edges and have a lot more hands in there. Well, let's have a look now. Garcia, second pair and a bad open ender, but a board that he just goes for it. For pot.
Yeah, that will shut Rob out. Not his board at all, is it?
Scary though, because if Rob doesn't have a hand like aces or kings, say, and we know Rob's capable of being in there with some other stuff, it's kind of it's the stuff that sits on top of 10-9.
Yeah, like king, queen, jack and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
With you.
Like an ace, king, jack, 10 there has just got that hand in such bad shape, but...
Sure, but you chip leader, mate, with 234 big blinds, so you're just like, well, I can just do whatever I want at any point. He's now got 252 big blinds. He's got 57% of the chips in play. 10 left. Not even at the final yet.
He's got... No, it's 50% chips at our table, I think. 15.
Yeah, but let's pretend.
Okay. Okay. There's 49 million in play. He's got 15 million. I mean, he's
sorry,
just shy of a third.
I got a little bit too excited there, didn't I?
You did, but just shy of a third is pretty absurd.
I like to use stats that, you know, sort of fit my narrative, whether they're true or not.
Okay. Oh, you're a Manchester United fan. I'm sure you've got many.
Pot.
Van Ravenswood. That's a nice one. Especially in the split pot variety. Seen some big hands.
Yeah, I thought it might be quite cagey for that FT, but no, not seen that at all. I don't know if that's maybe a product of the hands there rather than the strategies.
I think both, haven't we? I think we've seen, you know, some options go aggressive, but also just complete clashes. As we take to a jack 8-8 board where Raphael has the jack, has the 2 9s. They are relevant. Van Ravenswood can't enjoy this. No flush draw, no straight draw. 700k back with 500 out there. I'm gonna try and maybe sneak it. That's more 125. Raphael just goes for this here. No, there's going to be a lot of this. Sure, if you run into like the aces or kings, they're never folding and we're in bad shape. Yeah, he's going to have a look. Keep his man honest.
Yeah, it's too much hand for that price to just fold.
How much is in the middle?
Now this 2 9's very relevant. What's the straights? Not that you would expect Van Ravenswood to have too much 9-10.
Yeah, it does seem quite a good spot to try and maybe get aces or kings to fold just by jamming turn here with those 2 blockers.
Yeah, and of course deny the equity we see. Van Ravenswood 15%.
Yeah.
Not having a free hit, and he's done exactly what you suggest.
He's come to play, Mr. Raphael, hasn't he? He's taken a couple of spots now. Aggressive routes. Should I say the aggressive routes?
Oh,
This is from the US of A.
So you did there. We can stick with root. We're a long way from the States, my friend. Not in Kansas anymore. Because we're at Merritt in Northern Cyprus. For the Onyx Club High Roller Series, Warbs.
I feel like we've been here for a month. It's been a long, long series. Action every single day.
There has been a lot of action, and we're far from done yet, of course. It's 50k.
Yet to see one boring day. Really, have we? It's just been non-stop high-stakes action.
Look at this hand. Nice one for the chip leader to find. At this point, going to be opening so wide.
You are 275, right?
Unfortunately for Van Ravenswood, defending here. 10 high rundown. Because Garcia just lives on top.
Yeah, looking for something to go with, and that's not it.
Yeah. Doesn't feel right when you get a hand like 7, 8, 9, 10 in it.
I know, it's
Ace king
frustrating.
deuce rolls off.
Yeah.
There's so many flops you can go on. Any middle card really.
We stop at 9 or 7? We stop at 9 or 7? 9.
I've played quite a few PLO cash games, and you know, you can sort of go 5 or 6 way, and there's like a groan, isn't there? You know, when like someone maybe limp raises, comes like ace 2-2. Oh, next hand, just.
My game at home, we used to have a saying. And the when the person did that, like the limp 3-bet or the 4-bet or whatever it was, the person who's declared aces pre-flop.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And the flop just comes a broken ace high board or an ace in a paired up board. The term in our game was always good to go.
Yeah.
It's just like you check round to the person, they'd bet, everyone folds, next case.
They need to somehow ban it.
Yeah.
Just like it's not allowed to come ace high in like a sort of 3 or 4 bet pot when it's like 4-way, just because the other 3 people are just so unhappy.
Yeah, it's a massive deflation. Meanwhile, an inflation for Garcia. I have a really strong hand, ace, king, queen, 3 with a nut suit.
Yeah, everything going his way at the moment.
Never absurd. Picked in the chat saying, wait, is this the OG Ravenswood? I believe it is. There aren't that many of them. We have a term for them. Fever. Frightened stops. You see these guys you never see outside of the high stakes PLO tournaments. They're
Oh yeah, tell me.
snipers. Pew! You know. Everyone else is out here playing a full festival. A little bit tired after a week of Hold'em, and the snipers just come fully fresh.
Snipe their way in.
Pick off the dead meat. A little different at Onyx. PLO, the more supported game. You just see this table. I don't believe we certainly haven't seen Noya on one of our featured tables until now. I'm not sure if he's been playing the Hold'em, but just Rob would have been doing that out the rest of the lineup here. The other guys are strictly PLO players. See what Raphael's going to do. I like this. We're going to play pots, just limping in on the big blind, so deep stacked. You also, you know, if Ravenswood finds a hand to go with for his 4 blinds,
Yeah, I think
you want everyone else to feel comfortable that you're not going to do anything silly. You can just all call, get them knocked out, get yourselves to that final table, start looking at pay jumps.
yeah, exactly as you say. Just playing 275k, 4 big blinds in the next seat along.
And yeah, just so few hands you can raise call 3 bets with against Garcia. And Garcia strikes me as the kind of guy who's going to take advantage if you give him the opportunity. Really not a lot of hands you can even bet broken balls like this. Maybe the very best of hands, the sets. All your strong 1 pairs are going to want to check. So we see here Garcia. Got shot draw, set draw, flush draw. Time to lean. Just the open ender for Raphael with second pair. So he's in great shape. He sticks around here. Does. I like it. You know, we've got 6.5 million back. We can't be blasted out of this pot.
Yeah, this could be a fun one, a brick.
Garcia thinks he may have the best hand, I imagine. Raphael had, you know, the Jack 10 here without a 9. Maybe some spade draw. Yeah, he's just going to try and get the showdown, I think. Recognizing, hey, it's like most likely a queen or a misdraw. I don't think a queen's going to fold on that river. First time we've seen him lose a pot. Is he on tilt, do you think?
Only a little one. He's got 15.3 million to fall back on.
Yeah. Can't really start complaining about his luck, can he? That'd be outrageous. You know, those people, no matter how much they're winning, they complain, don't they? Because they always think they should be winning more.
Proud, are you talking about many chance?
I was leading you there, yeah. Your fantasy football opponent.
Yeah, we go again tomorrow. Another game week. Have to listen to his nonsense again, but you know, he's a nice guy, any, so I don't mind. I tolerate him.
He'll be joining us a little later. We reached this final table. We thought it might be quite a long time to get to the final, but the way things are going, could be a rather quick affair as Ravenwood finds a double suited hand, 9-8-7-3. Cesar Garcia just wants to get everyone. Obviously, he prospers if he knocks Ravenswood out, but also if he doubles Ravenswood up. It's like there's no bad scenario for him here, really.
Agree, yeah. I think that's what he was sort of contemplating. He was thinking, how bad a hand can I have to do this? And then this does qualify.
I think almost just any sort of non-trip type hand, if that makes sense, you know.
Yeah, and he is a favourite.
Yeah.
Go down to 9.
He's indeed. Van Ravenswood on the chopping block. Hoping to spin back up to 11 blinds. Keep his run going here in this PLO Grand Slam.
Yeah, we are on a pay jump as well, so, you know, just surviving.
Yep, 40k the difference, and looking good. He's paired the 9. Oh, Jack of clubs, that is a grim card. Garcia takes the lead and has the club draw.
Yeah, Ravenswood flush draw's no good.
Wow.
Could lose another one.
Cesar Garcia does it again. Sends another player to the rail, and, well, unbelievably, we are already down to the final 9. This is quite insane. Garcia just causing all sorts of carnage. It is going to take a minute for us to set our final table, but this man.
I thought we play. I thought we don't go 900.
Oh.
Yeah, but I didn't think we played 900.
Oh.
Just get Sebastian. Yeah.
Maybe not.
Usually in these spots, Rob does say, ask the players if everyone agrees.
Just wait a minute.
Possibly change
Yeah,
it.
but just get Sebastian.
I think we are going to go
I thought they agreed they were going to play to 8, not 9.
900 FT and play down to 7. Cesar Garcia, 262 blinds, obviously taking the lead from this table. And I'm going out on a limb and say, tournamentship leader. Is that a fair guess, do you think?
Just a little bit.
Jean-Raphael, very healthy, of course, with that 7 million. And, you know, the average stack at this point is 5 million, but that is massively skewed because of the Spaniard here. Daniel Neuer, 2 million, makes it the final. Rob, 1.7 million. I think he slipped from the start of the stream, but we're very happy to be at that final 9. As you mentioned, pay jump secured, 160k, the lockup. Everyone's chasing that 1.2 million.
They agreed they weren't going to go 900.
Yeah, it's business time now, isn't it? Huge difference between 9th, 160, as you say, and that 1.2 million first place prize.
Just looking as well, myself and Warps have the screen here, and some of the stacks are flashing up for the final table, and it looks like, you know, Panzia from the other table bringing over 6.1 million. Espen Mermo just 1.8 million. Lajlo Boitas making the final once again. Who would be surprised? With 800K.
I feel like he just always makes the money here, doesn't he?
Lajlo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you were sort of saying that you were banning around the world, the best PLO tournament players, best PLO players in general. I think Laszlo's certainly a contender. Maybe, you know, some of these guys may be more specialist in the tournament format, but certainly his name,
Yeah, he's
one of those at the top of everyone's lists.
certainly one of the best online as well, isn't he?
Well, it does look like we are going to be taking a short break, about 20 minutes, as we set this final table, get the players situated. Perhaps a little picture, you know, remember the moment you were at Cesar Garcia's table? He's got 15 million. It looks like it is going to be him who runs roughshod over this. So we will take that break. When we come back, Warbs, I mean, we're going to tag you out already. We had planned that Ferrado was going to come in because he does enjoy his PLO final tables, especially the onset, the caginess, the barbing, the jabbing. So we'll get his insights as we go on that, and I guess we'll send you on a little break. How does that sound?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was on from 14 players to 9. I thought maybe 2 hours, maybe a little bit longer, but it's been a short stint.
Yeah,
It's okay, though.
it really has. All right, guys, we will stop waffling on when we come back in 20 minutes. It will be a 9-handed final table. I have had that confirmed. And the day will end when we play down to 7, so still plenty of poker to come, and perhaps a lot of poker to come, just given the ICM considerations going from 9 till 7. So we will see you in about 20 minutes.
God bless.
And aggressive.
A bit aggressive,
But
right?
now I understand you don't care even if an ace is exposed, so
Especially an ace.
I need to control myself.
If I had queen 9 and a 9 is exposed...
Here we go, Mr. Dempsey.
All in.
Yeah, they're in there. Limp, jam, call.
Well, I think I'm going to be thrilled to see the trap is in the form of 2 overs.
Because there is something called pay jump that I heard of. So for one time, I'm rooting for you. But I also like my friend Hans, and I don't know if I'm... Maybe I'm 60% for you, Matthias, and 40% for you.
I think he's
Is it
100% for Matthias. But
Decent.
Yeah, that's a bluff. He's 100%.
I think it's just a straight up lie.
Must go,
We can call it what it is.
You're going to massacre me in 5 minutes. I'm
He'd
not
deny
Matthias.
it, but
it's
it's
not
a
gonna
lie.
be 3 hours. So...
Wow,
That's
diamond in the window.
40%.
Another rolls out behind it. Oren now the favourite.
That's what I gave you.
Despite still
40%.
trailing.
Is it 40%?
Yeah, that's a lot of outs. I don't believe in too many outs. I feel like
What about now?
Even
Is it
more.
40%
Wow,
now?
this-
Add 7s to the board.
20 outs.
Flip heading to the river.
Pokerpro.fr.
It's exciting.
And an unlikely hold for Ibinger. Oren out in third.
Okay,
He
Matthias.
collects that 575, and well,
You see, there is a total of 2 million. Let's chop the money and finish here. No? Okay, let's play.
How did he miss all that, by the way?
He doesn't want to chop.
I was
He
going to
doesn't know what
say,
he's missing.
sort of
No chop.
35 minutes ago,
Let me make a
before Yovaro found jacks and ran them into
if you get close and chips,
Ibinger's
you can
kings,
chop.
you would have been like,
But as long
not
as
surprised
it's
to hear that Yovaro's heads up in this tournament. But
A lot's happened.
a lot has happened. This wasn't the way we saw it going.
So,
There's no
I'm
sign of Vogelsang.
for 1.2 million. Chop, chop.
Hello.
Chop, chop.
We both want the trophy. We can't chop the trophy.
No? Chop.
Justin Young or Justin Smith?
Justin Smith, that's right. It's not Justin Young. Yeah, I actually seen that particular piece of content come up on my feed a couple of days ago.
Tore his ACL celebrating the...
Yeah, you have to remember that we are athletes, James. And in some jurisdictions, we are unfortunately taxed accordingly.
Oh.
Really quick.
You have to win for that.
You want party?
Raise.
You want party, yeah?
Perhaps Alex just isn't feeling 100%. It could just be the lights, very hot under the stage lights.
LEDs here, I believe. It's not too hot at all.
Oh, there you go then. Shows you what I know.
No expense spared at the Onyx. I don't know, I'm making that up. But I'm pretty sure they're not hot.
Interesting spot here for Weiser. He does take the squeeze.
Yeah. Rips through it, and I mean, this set up perfectly, really, for Mustafa having flat with... It's one of those hands, right? He kind of doesn't really want to 3-bet against Kulev, is strong enough to flat, and then can induce this kind of action behind.
Yeah, I think for Weiser, you're going to know that Kulev is going to be wide enough that you can shove on his range for sure, as he should be with the chip lead. You are kind of... It's like a reverse situation. You're usually more worried about the opener, but in this spot, the flatter's range is going to be a bit tighter. But perhaps Mustafa, from what I've experienced playing against him, he does like to get in battle. So, and he hasn't actually called here with the Ace-Jack suited yet. So,
Piecing it together. 13 blinds, though. It's hard to imagine. Just given that we can see hands like King-Jack suited are going to be in there. Maybe some weaker aces, of course. All the better stuff's also going to be in there.
Oh, absolutely. You're not doing handstands for sure.
Overlay of the open, of course. The big blind ante. 4 bigs dead. Got to call 11 more.
How much? 7?
7-9.
Weiser here's probably thinking he's in reasonable shape, to be honest. Like he's going to be like pocket 6s or 7s or something. It's going to be sad to see that he is dominated. Does make the call, Mustafa.
Right, so then on the block to be the first man out. Need a lot of help. He's found himself all in a bad spot.
As 20%, I believe that's reflecting there was a king folded. So
yeah.
Let's see how he does.
No help on that. In fact, 2 of the kings folded. We can see the graphics there. Just 1 out remaining.
And the 25K.
And that is not the King of Hearts. That is the end of Weiser.
Yeah, not the board you're looking for with King Jack of clubs.
Almost fold.
When the board gets dealt out as a Raz hand, that's not what you're after.
Suited.
Yeah. Paddy's saying he almost folded. I don't believe him.
Floor. Can we spread out?
46.8 thousand is the payday for 9th.
Okay.
Everyone now guaranteed 53K.
In between, yeah.
Again, inching up. Top 5 getting 6 figures.
Snapshot.
Third will seal 200,000. A second 275. And first
my flop.
425K.
Миллиончик вернул на банк.
Adva.
Открепил.
Ace Queen.
280.
Ace 280. Pass.
One thing I'm not seeing at the buffer here actually at this strip is any Ukka. Thinking about it. No, I haven't either actually. It has been here in the past. Maybe they've all flown south for the winter. I'll try and find out. I see a question in the chat saying, where is Antonius? Well, he's there. You can see his arm. As yet, only 1 minor involvement. 3-bet. Took it down. He's the chip leader. Queen Jack 6. Well, Sherbakov. A bit of trouble here. The saving grace, perhaps, that he's up against under the gun and won't be too enthused about putting in a multitude of chips with this hand.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if it's against button, you can really put a lot more in. But I mean, you still have a pretty strong hand, and you know, bluffing is a thing, so it can be it's going to be in line to possibly lose a few chips here. Unless we see another jack on the turn.
$225, happily matched for now.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Your big blind jacks. King queen.
Sherbakov, disaster for him. He has 3 million chips back, 1.2 in the pot. Ladva with a stranglehold on the hand.
Good fold. If I'm you,
I mean,
if I'm him, I play.
Just forecasting this one, it feels like the only way Sherbakov survives is if a brick comes on the river, because you know he's not folding this street.
King queen suited.
And he probably won't fold the river.
So it's maybe
yeah, it's just a disaster card for Sherbakov. This is, you're now on the flop, you're ahead of some value bets. On the turn, you're definitely ahead of some value bets. So it's just, there's just no prospect to ever spring out of the trap here. He's going to need a bit of saving on the river.
Maybe ace-5 of spades. Ace-5 of spades?
Let's see.
No, he has king. So must be ace.
Advino, very, very well respected.
I wouldn't be that happy if it was...
Online tournament specialist.
480.
He's going to know these spots inside and out.
Yeah, it does take this kind of smaller size that is indicating that he does want to bet ace-10. He does want to bet probably every ace-x. So betting a size that can get called, doesn't want to polarize to just really good ace-x or 2-pair.
Interesting though, by virtue of that bet size, making it far less likely he can go for the jugular on the river. It would be an over bet to do so.
Yeah, there is that. I think at finals you do need to kind of you want to play for all of it less frequently, so these kind of bet sizes come in. But there is nothing to say that you can't. You know, the game is unlimited. Texas Hold'em.
Yeah.
All bet sizes are on the table.
Yeah, I meant more. If I'm Sherbakov, I'm a lot happier calling 480. I'm thinking, right, keep it happy in cold deck. I'm unlikely to be requested all of it. As it is, one of those scary cards does roll off. Although, how many heart combos Ladva has is yet to be seen. You'd think, like, obviously the Queen X of Hearts might check back. King X of Hearts is pretty limited to, like, the King 10 of Hearts, right? Oh, here we go. Block.
Do you see, because of what you were saying there, James, the Queen X of Hearts might check back. It does, the heart does kind of a little bit in the favour of Sherbakov, so he does get to have this little lead out. I'm not, I think just that Queen X of Hearts region, but it's tough because he did bet quite small. Like, King Queen of Hearts can just maybe bet for the size on the turn, so I'm not sure if this leads here, but it will just get the call.
Yeah, well, one of those when Sherbakov's called, he was very happy. You'll see he loses the pot, but perhaps has avoided disaster here.
Yeah, quite an interesting river spot there from both. Like whether or not we get this lead as Sherbakov. If the heart, he's obviously of the mind that the hearts are favouring him in terms of combinations. You got to have both parts protected, and the Ace King is basically the bouncer of the all-in range.
And one last question on that: where do the Utkas fit in that range?
For me, the Utkas can go in any range, but I'd imagine they will be seeing the muck, unfortunately, in that spot.
Choppy waters on the pond, perhaps. Have you got a card protector? Have you ever used a card protector, like a little lucky trinket? Have you been awarded a Pokemon that you should use?
No, I'm not a big card protector guy. You know, sometimes maybe an empty beer bottle. But no, I'm not a big accessories guy.
Okay.
I think it takes a certain je ne sais quoi.
Here we go. P8. Taking the sailboats up. Ranger K. Now, is this where Jessica is going to make her stand? It is.
She does.
How much?
What you want to hear? You want to hear? Okay, I fold. Was this like 14 blinds? About 13 blinds?
14, yeah. 14 and a half.
Very hard, isn't it, for Patrick to call this off even with a pair against the big blind?
Yeah, I would expect him to call, but that's. I think Jessica will be aware enough of her reshoving ranges. She will have some ace deuce, ace three suited, some deuces, some threes, and a myriad of flips as well. And yeah, he does make the call.
Reluctantly calls.
Off to the races.
Here we go. Patrick taking the 2 4s up against Toysel's King Jack. Passed on a moment ago, a spot with 2 9s.
The purest of purest flips. 50% on both sides.
Oh yeah. See, we're counting cards removed. Is a straight flip, and she hasn't hit, but she doesn't hate that one.
Yeah, not the worst miss.
Looking at
Mrs. Go.
Paint. Picasso. Oh, hang on.
Even more.
So much outs.
Will help. Ace for the win. 10 for the chop. The most unlikely route.
Queen.
Oh. Feels like that should be something, right?
Yeah. The running nine's no good for Jess, and we do lose her in 9th position.
Pretty rough, actually, because she got dealt into a few real marginal spots there, isn't it? It's not like, you know, she came in shortest, bust at 9th, but it wasn't stress-free.
No, I think she played pretty well overall. The King Jacks, you know, made a good fold with the King Jack. Sometimes you just get to a final and you're dealt what you're dealt, you know?
Maybe.
That's the right answer.
No. Too honest. You had another hour, Mooney. You could have got away with it.
That's funny. Welcome one and all here on this Onyx Live YouTube channel. Here's the 2nd edition of the Onyx Club High Roller Series, and we are now watching 25k main event final table. A bit weird sometimes calling the 25k the main event. We've had a 50k and 100k final table already. But that is the way these things go. Here's the one with the most entries, at least, with 207 players ponying up that 25, meaning first prize is going to be a cool 1.15 with the final 8. Now having locked up 124k. Patrick Antonius, the man in the front seat for that. Now I'm going to do my little beg. I do it infrequently, Ferrado. Please just allow me to ask that those of you who are tuning in enjoying me, if you do like what you're seeing, do like the stream, perhaps even subscribe to the channel. Every subscription helps us move up the ranks when it comes to poker content on YouTube, and just makes it more likely we'll have more streams from this very venue. May even be able to keep Ferrado on for the next stop.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to hit some pretty juicy subscriber numbers to handle my wage hike requests after this exemplary performance in my debut season.
But great pace over 10 yards have been usually from the entrance to the buffet to the Ferrado station.
I was going to say, you've seen it in the buffet.
King 7-6. Sherbakov. Well, we don't know what he's got.
The mystery hand, James. It's opened up quite a shallow stack. King high, very good for it, Sherbakov. A lot of the kind of raise folding, the hands you're going to raise and fold to action bluffs do come from the kind of king highs, king jacks and such. So king high, and of course you will have ace king, aces, kings as well that do well on this board. So overall, pretty nice to see king high for Sherbakov.
And not so nice to see that ace on the turn, as it gives Mooney aces up.
Yeah, we're not. I mean, it looks like it's probably not nice, but you could have, you know, could still have ace king, kings. But yes, I agree. From what we can see, doesn't look ideal.
And so now how are we proceeding here if we do have like one of those hands you mentioned, like a king, queen, king, jack? I'm holding.
Probably just going to have to check and hope. I think Mooney has been fairly honest in these kind of spots. Ooh. And as I say that, he does something markedly dishonest, James.
Love that check from him.
Shows you what I know. Beautiful.
Not the best river card to see in the backdoor hearts completing, but, you know, monsters under the bed and all that.
Yeah, certainly possible to have, you know, King X of Hearts as Sherbakov. Perhaps now you don't really get to raise as Mooney facing a bet. Certainly be quite interesting if Sherbakov does bet here after checking the turn.
Does he? If he's got an ace here, is this like a mandatory bet now?
I think you would. Yeah, I think you would want. I think Mooney's story is very consistent with having just a king that's checked back turn. So I think you would be looking to value bet an ace. It's quite interesting because wow. Shove. And it's tough for Sherbakov to have too much air. He does call.
What are we going to table here?
Pocket eights.
You see that?
No.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. That is a dirty river card. 8-8.
Wow, check turn, huh? Check.
The perfect run out.
The trap ended up trapping himself with a dirty river.
Yeah. And I mean, how much is Sherbakov actually hating that when he jams and got snap called? You're thinking, oh great, the guy's just got King Jack of Hearts and I'm out.
Yeah, for sure. As I was saying, I was just about to say, it's kind of tough for Sherbakov to have an air hand here. I didn't expect to see exactly eights, but you know, if you do have maybe Queen Jack or something, do you perhaps keep betting the turn? You are kind of into a very specific subset of hands that want to check turn then bluff river.
It's just
tell you it would make sense, Steve. I was just telling you what it would.
Welcome back for final table time here in the PLO Grand Slam at this 50k buy-in event. Well, I wouldn't blame you if you didn't see any of that run from 14 down to 9 because it happened so damn quickly. But we are down to 9. That is the situation. It is a rather lopsided 9, as you see here. Cesar Garcia with 15.7 million. He has just slipped below the 200 big blind mark as blinds are going up to 40-80k. Philip Alexic, he was doing his damage on the other table. He's got 121 blind. Sean Raphael, of course, we saw him with 88. Nino Pancia, 77. I mean, you see the rest there. Obviously, Laszlo, the shortest, but arguably the greatest PLO player at this table. A little logjam, 21 to 26. Both streaming a little bit of a waiting game, but one of those people is Rob Young, and the man, well, he ain't no waiting game. I'm, of course, James Dempsey, and as I mentioned before the break, we're sending Wolves out. We're bringing in Feraldo. No, you always find these parts interesting, don't you? These little bits where ICM kind of pressure's really high. Suddenly the table combines. There's 9 players, a very cagey game. Forecast. But what do you actually see happening given this chip distribution?
Well, you're absolutely right, James, and thank you for the warm welcome. I do enjoy the tactical chess match that is ICM Heavy 9-handed PLO. I see it being an interesting setup. We've got the 2 kind of giant stacks, one particular from Caesar. I think we'll see a lot of aggression from him, and perhaps some fighting back from some of the medium stacks, some shorter stacks, maybe trying to come after some of these loose opens, or maybe they just want to... Well, there you go. First hand, we have an attempted all-in. I don't think that's quite allowed in this game, but I get where he's going from.
It's a good way of saying pop. Let's have a look then as we get our first glimpse of the seating positions here. And oh wow, Alexic has done so poorly here, hasn't he? Because He's in seat 7. He's got Rafael, who's got 88 blinds behind him. Remember, he's got 121, Alexic. And then he's got the chip leader, Garcia, 2 seats down with 196. That is, I mean, it's a dreamy draw for Garcia. Number 2 and number 3 are to your right.
No, but I mean, we finished in 30-60, and it was time still. We have some time, right?
Yeah, we just moved the level up for.
Yeah,
Because?
No.
I don't know why. Why you moved to? Why you?
It was the last hand of 30-60.
No, yeah, but we still have time from the previous level, right? No. Okay.
It did go up during that hand.
Okay. Okay.
Meanwhile, we're going to give Laszlo a spin, or a semi-spin. Going to see the flop.
Playing by hands.
Yeah, pretty garbagey hand, but with the price. Have a look.
It's like, this is...
Pretty nice then.
Yeah.
That's actually longer than an hour probably.
Yeah, much better.
Oh, okay. I see. Perfect. Thanks.
That's going to jam in. It's so tough for Momo here. Sure, we can be ahead. But when we are ahead, it's 2, if not 3 overs or some sort of equity. And when we're behind, we see it's as narrow as 15%. Yeah, and they were complaining there. Maybe they've been robbed of a few minutes. They haven't. I did notice actually whilst we were playing the final hand before getting down to the final that the level was going to creep. The level was going to creep up, but they are getting 24 hands per level. Corrado, final. Which means playing 900 PLOs in theory more than an hour. So they've been spoiled at this stage.
They've got the World Series main level of
full 7 if you choose
structure.
Out. I mean, full 7 if you chose that, then they'd do that. You know? Usually you can never get 7 people to agree to anything, so that's why you need to have some basic rules, but and let people do what they want.
Went fast from 14 to 9 was insane.
You said it.
Payout so steep, isn't it?
It is rather top heavy. 1.2 million up top. Third, 555. This, best part of a 700k jump there.
Yeah, payouts.
Is encouraging people to go for it a bit.
I was doing
160.
a million up top.
That's what's locked.
Very down a bit.
No jump at 8. There will be a jump at 7 up to 210.
How much was in the holding one? The one that you make final table?
1.5 million first, 1 million for second.
Okay.
There was only 50 players.
Only 50.
No shame for one.
I was 100k, was that?
Second?
It was 100k, I guess.
Yeah. I thought that it was a 50.
Hold'em,
Yeah, I thought that it was 50. I don't know. Yeah, okay.
I like if you like finishing the top 15%.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Min cash, but then I don't like how it just goes 100, 120, 130. Take to the top and spread it down for people.
No, yeah, I like this. I like the way it is. For sure.
But I tell them this, and they don't listen.
Well,
They like to get the first prize as big as possible for marketing.
Yeah,
They don't want to do what's better for the players.
Yeah, of course.
Tournament directors quite help themselves. I don't think anyone should be tournament director or floor unless they've been a professional poker player.
Yeah. It makes sense, yeah.
What's more important, a big first prize for marketing or
I can get you in contact with some
players
people.
that have got and the backers that have stayed
I know some faces.
get a decent return even if you make the final table?
Yeah.
So I would have gone like 1 million, 700, 500. So we'll probably be playing for like 300 now instead of playing for 160.
Yeah, I see.
I would have put Rob in the top heavy camp. Not the
185.
I think maybe as a player he would like it top heavy, but maybe for the overall players, the game he wants it maybe
right
a little bit flatter.
Laszlo defended in the big. Flops a flush draw. Check 2. And attacks, turns Jack high into a winner. Short stack. Winning a couple of pots to kickstart this final table and bring himself a bit more into the mix. In fact, now overtakes Murmo. Now, obviously, before we came on air, I was sort of bringing you up to speed. I know you watched most of the stream, but Garcia, of course, doing the damage. And you said you've done some dancing with that man before, which surprised me because I see him as a PLO player, but he used to play a lot of the hold'em with him.
Yeah, Caesar used to be a very good no limit hold'em tournament player, and I actually bumped into him this summer in the 5K 6 max, and we'd played a lot. Like I think it was just a lot of the big final tables I've been lucky enough to make. Caesar's been on the same kind of runs, you know, so you get to know them and play a good amount.
You both think each other's amazing, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big circle jerk, you know. Nah, you're the best. No, you're the best. No, but no, I was chatting to him because I hadn't seen him for a few years, and I was, saying, oh, did you take some time off like I did, when my son was born? And he said, no, I play PLO now. And he wasn't lying, was he?
Certainly not lying. He is playing some PLO. Alexic. He's king, queen, 9. As I said, a bit scary for him, but raises and gets it through the danger men. And see it. Kings, 1 suit, kicks it into the muck. Obviously got 76 blinds. Yeah, it's just this is the problem in these situations at 9-handed, high 10 considerations. He's sort of towards the top end of the middle pack and wants to fold. Thinks there's a good chance perhaps that Mermo, Boytish and Rob would get involved there from button, small and big, and he can perhaps sit back and watch the ladder take place.
For sure, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of cards to get through, right? Where we've got 36 of the cards will be dealt out to the players here, so you're almost thinking it's more likely than not someone will have a hand because of the many permutations, so you do have to be a bit cautious.
King Jack 3 as well. There's really only one flop we like.
Yeah, tough to maneuver post-flop.
Action to Mermo in the cutoff.
Mermo seems keen to play. I'm loving that. Not letting the Norwegian action-seeking label down at all. I'm a big fan of Mermo so far.
Making it a customary 3.5 blinds. Yeah. Griffith Jones. King Jack 9-9. He's going to want to have a look at this flop.
Yeah, you would think so. Is this someone you know, James? Is it you played with? You like a bit of PLO?
Yeah, I've not played with him, but I've seen him whilst we're on my other hat over at Triton Events. He started playing the PLO events there.
Nice to see the Welsh flag getting a run out.
Yeah.
Not one you get to see too often.
It's a great flag.
I can only assume that means I would get a Scottish one, not the British one if I'm...
I would assure you that you would get the British one. I'd make sure of it.
And a pretty nice flop for Mermo. Just, second nuts.
As flags go, though. Welsh flag. Belter.
It's a good flag, isn't it? Not enough dragons on flags for me.
Brazilian flag, a great flag. Yeah. Something with something in the middle, an emblem.
A focal point and then a surrounding.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
That's quite a good flop for Mermo.
Indeed. A pretty good flop for...
yeah, for Griff as well.
Yeah. Although he doesn't realise that he's got the old less than 1% sign, which is very... Must have had to blow the dust off of that one for PLO, James.
Yeah, he's goosed here. He's goosed, but I don't think he's going to be able to get away from it for 140k.
Do you think we'll see maybe some kind of play aggressively here, or just...
I think we'll just have to...
You just go?
Hey, this is cool.
Just call? Okay. I'm trying to, I am working, but I'm trying to learn, pick up some of the intricacies.
I mean,
just a board that smashes Mermo too hard to have much fold equity.
It is. There are some better draws you can even have if he's got some big cards with clubs. And he can just have you. And you know what your good cards are, really. When you got this hand. You're not getting murky.
And with this hand as Mermo, do you ever give any consideration to getting in the trappy trap?
I think I might.
Yeah? I thought you might. You are a big trapper.
Yeah.
I'm never going to fold to one of your bets again.
Yeah! Here we go. Espins on my camp. Now Jones. What's he to do? Does have the faintest bit of showdown with those two nines, of course. He was up against like a ace king or an ace jack type hand with a flush draw. Momo everything but, you know, the one chip. Imagine.
Keep a little pay jump chip behind, perhaps.
But that'd be the play here. How much has he kept back there? Is it 100k? Yeah. Like it. Obviously, you know, to everyone watching, of course, he's never falling for that. He would, in isolation, would be betting a whole lot. But if he is bluffing here, he always wants to do that little bit back, doesn't he, to go chasing, as you said, the payouts. But of course, the overlay pots with the antes in there. And of all the games, PLO lends itself best to the short stack spin up because of the overlays and as you mentioned, you know, the equity's running so close.
Yeah, you can, you know, if you get it with your last 100k and everyone calls to try and bust you, then one guy bets everyone out the pot, suddenly you're in dreamland. You got 32% getting 8-1 or something, you know.
Yeah, you see it all the time. You see it a lot in Hold'em, people, you know, leaving these chips back and making it work, but even more so in PLO, especially with the anti format.
Does get the fold, doesn't go for the super duper hero call.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, not too much change here. Laszlo improving his fortunes slightly. Espin going the wrong way than the right way.
Yeah, loving Espin so far. It's early days, but we might perhaps see him take the third spot on the Geraldo favourite player from the series podium.
Yesterday? Was it? No, 2 days ago when we had the final table of 10k PLO. I said, look at that. We've got 9 different flags represented at the final table. I said, it might be a very long time again till we ever see something like that. And well, I was completely wrong.
You certainly were, because we have a wide array here today.
Now,
we are cheating a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did spot it. You did spot it too.
But
Rob Young
I didn't
with
say
the
we have
British
9
flag.
different nationalities. I just said 9 different flags.
That's true. That is true.
I'm going to claim it on a...
I mean, Rob's English as well. It's not Welsh. You could have had the England flag instead of the British flag. We still would have been fine.
Yeah.
We're playing poker. We're not at the Olympics, James. We can get our own flags.
What would your Olympic sport be?
I've been watching a lot of the luge because you like to watch a lot of the luge.
You'd be quite good at luge.
I think I'd be pretty good at luge. I'm quite bottom heavy.
Weight's definitely an advantage. We do okay.
You'd be great as well. You wouldn't even need to wear a helmet.
Okay. Momo, ace king 8-3 double. Come out again, Rob. This is a contender.
Yeah. 3 beautiful cards and 1 not so beautiful.
How much did you start with?
1-8.
Let's just let it go.
It shows your strength again. I never quite know what you're going to get with Rob on a final table because obviously, you know, we know for him the pay jumps here not too big compared to the stakes he likes to play at.
Thank you.
But at the same time, he's a competitive guy. He wants to do kind of what's right most of the time. You don't want to be you don't want to be anyone's idiot, you know?
Exactly. You know, you want to be a tough competitor. You want to, you know, if we're playing where the money is maybe not as big a factor, it's still how we keep score, right?
Yeah.
You still want to get the most points.
Maybe I have to take this way.
Smell like seafood.
Thank you.
Alexic. Pair and open ender and a board that really does favour him.
Yeah.
If we come out with a lead here.
Yeah, I was just thinking that perhaps a little
How much is in there?
wager. One thing I have learned from watching PLO is that when you call, low and numbery, pretty good for you. When you raise, not so good.
Yeah. That's a fair breakdown.
I don't know if it's the best menu while playing, right?
That all.
Yeah.
Garcia confidently ordering food.
Yeah,
Seems he's
have
going to be here a while.
with the-
There's
all
196 big blinds.
Yeah,
Seems a fair bet.
I say, I didn't think it was the best menu to order whilst playing poker, but we've seen a lot of plates and a lot of forks in play. I mean, I'm going to push back on that. The sea bass, the chicken curry, basically everything Patrick's had.
Yeah, I've not had the pleasure of ordering off the menu yet.
Well, not this menu, but I know you have been attacking a certain menu.
Yeah, the room service menu's been. It's been a bad week to be a room service menu in Merit. I'll tell you that much.
What number is room service, or is it just a button for room service?
It's done via. If you're living in the past, my friend, it's done via QR code on the phone.
Oh.
Gone are the days of the Scottish accent.
You don't have to talk to anyone. This is your dream, isn't it?
Against the Turkish language battles that used to happen here.
So you just tap a couple of buttons and up comes some food.
Exactly.
7.
Wow. What a dream. Do you have the page saved on your phone, or do you scan each time? It's like recent tabs.
The usual. Refresh. Look at this hand. Look at this PLO 8 hand, James. You'll be loving this.
Oh, you would be loving this in PLO 8. I mean, you're loving it in PLO.
Oh, yeah.
Aces double, Panacea. Raising it up. Again, one of those stacks that...
Started the Amador on 6. 6 million. All right.
Yeah, one of those stacks that really doesn't want to play too many hands.
Nice hand for Raphael on the big.
Yeah, what if he... Yeah, okay, he is going to call. These are the spots that interest me, really, because I guess we over-realize with every hand here. Oh, that's quite a good flop. Because Panacea just can't go mad against us. We can't go mad against him. We end up checking down a lot. So therefore, calling with, you know, even up against these tight ranges can work out quite nicely. Just running our equities. Top, bottom straight draw, and a flush draw to boot.
I'm guessing this is a board we don't have as many leads on, James. Maybe just a little bit too high.
Well, we are going to lead.
We still have some, I would guess. It is all numbers. We do know the golden rule.
Yeah, this is a spot that interests me because I'd be scared. That's kind of board that, like what you're saying, like Panacea's open from +2. Really no incentive to play hands in that seat. So he is weighted a lot, of course, towards aces and then like the really big card rundowns. Now, the question is the perception that perhaps he's going to be a little bit more limp heavy with those hands and raise heavy with aces? I'm not suggesting that there's an unbalance there, but maybe that's part of the part of the puzzle. But I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. I'm definitely not second-guessing Raphael because his record in PLO tournaments is far better than anything I can...
It was a great fraught for Raphael, but was it perhaps... I mean, it was good in like 3 ways, but it was like 7 out of 10 in 3 ways, right?
Yeah, this is the problem.
It wasn't excelling in it. It was an all-rounder.
Do I want to make this pot bigger with top and bottom, a bad straight draw and a non-nut flush draw against a big stack? I don't know. I would probably check there.
Yeah.
But like, this is the fun part, right? We're going to watch these guys play. And as we said the other day, there aren't that many high-stakes PLO tournaments. And there are far fewer that even just get streamed. So to better see the best guys in the world compete and see all the cards up, we can learn a lot. Come at us, chat. Just turning my eye there for the first time since we started this final table. Let us know what you think. I know there will be plenty of PLO specialists in there. Be curious to hear your thoughts on some of these hands as we watch these guys compete.
Alex is with a playable hand on the button here, and he just has to respect the gargantuan stack of Cesar Garcia in the big blind. Now this is a PLO hand, James. 32, 32, 36. This is what I signed up for.
I swear, I mean, you said it yourself. You said Garcia was switched to PLO. I think that's might be a future for you in this game.
Think? I could be the new Omaha for rolls?
No. But We could
Oh,
get
we
you to the
could.
point where you could beat 1-2 maybe.
Omaha for medium stakes?
Yeah.
Okay, I could do that.
Alexic drops bottom 2, but it's Garcia with missionary. You okay?
Never heard that one before. That tickled me just right there, James. Thank you.
I have to confess, I didn't. That was the one I picked up off Jeff Gross, so I would like to try and claim I made that one. I can't do it when I have to give credit. No, ace, while not the scariest card on this board, is always a concern in this game. Let's see, check from Garcia. Alexic. Is he going to bet once more? No, pot control makes sense. Very weak holding up against player who covers. Now, all the straight draws have missed. Garcia is going to be there with the weakest range. Can he try and get something out of kings and sevens? But you'd imagine kings and eights probably bet turn when check 2 still, despite the presence of the ace. The aces up certainly would bet. Could perhaps be up against like just a pair of aces type hand, like an ace 9-10 type holding that might bet flop. Here we go. He's going to try and get something. Alexic obviously blocks some of the value with 7s and 8s. Also, though, with a 9, blocks some of the most likely straight draws. I do not blame this call at all.
Tough day.
2-pair, 2, but I guess you have better 2-pair.
He does. Garcia thriving.
Nice little bit of value there from Garcia.
Your man back above his comfortable 200 big blind mark.
I'm sure it was a heavy psychological blow for him dropping below the 200 big blind mark, and he'll be pleased to get back up over it.
It's 40, right?
Momo +1. I can't see him using this one. To 18 blinds now. Again, we've got 18, a 16, and 18 all in a row there in terms of blinds. Momo, Wojtash, and Rob Young. What's on to Garcia? I'll tell you one thing that's not happening. Let me walk.
Yeah, I would have thought there would be many walks in this spot.
No, yeah. Hasn't really played a hand on the... He sort of joked that he's going to make the final table that haven't played a hand. That's exactly what happened with 2 tables left. Not that he had hands he should play, just, you know, everything went nuts. Checks his option, ace 10, 7, 6. How are those equities for you?
Yeah, feel comfy, feel warm. Feels like home, you know, I've seen it. Too good for Garcia, but the
Thank you.
wrap for Noja.
You'll see it's like a foot high up. Come here, I can't even reach the ground.
180. 180.
It's crazy hot here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is hot. They got echo.
There we go.
Does. hit one of his myriad of outs.
Yeah, it's the one you're never thrilled with.
Brutal suck out coming from 40%.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I like this check.
I got 2 pair.
Check. No, I have a straight.
Straight is good.
Obviously, for chips, we want to be betting, but just going to be put in the bin.
Yeah, just going to be, you know, there is a big premium in final tables, particularly for reopening the action.
It's not like he could bust there. If he bets like half pot, gets raised, he can still call, but then you're suddenly the shortest of 9, favourite to go out next. It just gets really horrible. Onyx Club for the High Roller Series. That's where we are. That's what it is.
Thanks, Rob.
What happened?
Yeah, that's for air conditioning.
Coming towards the end of this 2-week festival. Of course, that means PLO main event time. Day 1A currently going off today at 25k buy-in. We do have Day 1B tomorrow. Plan for that one, though, for Aldo, is we're going to let them play down to the final table behind closed doors. Pick up the action on Thursday for the final table. Oh, aces. Here we go. Rob's in.
80.
Just limping. Going for the limp jam. This is where it gets really tricky. 20 big blind stacks, of course. Just mentioned the log jam at the bottom. You know, you can't raise call loads of hands, so perhaps you're just playing the entire range as a limp. Range isn't going to be that wide anyway. So by limping this hand, we do protect some of the big rundowns we might want to play. And of course, it gets really icky. We open up the aces, someone can just call in behind. You see Garcia on the button here, maybe, and it just messes with us every time we don't smash the flop. Well, Garcia has hit this one in some way. Double gut shot, flush draw.
Not the nicest flop for the aces. Pansier with a wrap himself.
Yeah, the sort of the triple gutter. Not ideal.
Is it 180?
Okay, dealt the best starting hand in the game and limping and just one big blind. Just gets away very easy, just not a lot there.
This is where it gets difficult for Pansier, I think, is that Garcia's gonna have a lot of calls and just mess with him. Oh, Rob, I don't know if they checked. Now just how does he win this pot?
How much?
$720, big wager. Well, he makes a straight, but it's Garcia with queen high diamonds. He's going to end the hand with a check mark. Horrible card. Best straight. Flush on board. Does it the 10 of diamonds? Blocks some of the flushes Garcia could have. It looks like he's going for some sort of block here.
Yeah. Just a little, I'd like called but not raised, please, kind of bet.
Yeah. Just hoping he's up against some sort of turn 2 pair, perhaps, but I'm not sure what combos he's expecting to see. I feel like if there was like an aces up that got there, Might well be in the form of diamonds. More chips for Garcia.
The rich get richer. Such is the way of these final tables. Just having the big stack, such an advantage, and being able to play a lot more hands, speculate to accumulate, and other business jargon of that nature, James. The house always wins. Anything else? What other ones can we think of? Greed is good. Gordon Gekko. You get what I'm saying, though, right?
Who?
They do get to come in, bully around, grow their wealth.
Spectators accumulate. I hate that saying. I'm still stuck there. Alexic. Ace, king, and a pair. Gonna raise it up. Again, just wants to get through these two, really. After that, not so bad. It's not so easy necessarily to get through these two. Rafael thought about with an ace blocker. Double suited hand.
Oh.
No, yeah. Out of there. Pancia. Out of there, and then one of the shorter stacks in the big. It's been Mermo. Unlikely to defend this one.
This is one of those hands that tricks us Hold'em players, James.
You 3-bet with either combo, wouldn't you? I'm
like, that's what do you mean you're not going to play this hand? That's two good hands in one. I'm, of course, talking about ace-6 off and queen-7 off.
I was thinking you 3-bet both. I should have specified the ace-queen and the 6-7 suited. For most people, that'd be a given. Any other business sayings you got for me? I mean, you gave me a few there. I shouldn't really ask for more, but whilst it takes a while for these 36 cards to be pitched around the table, I feel like we've got time to chat some nonsense.
I mean,
cards are out now. We can go back to the hand if you want.
You come to this stream for the high-stakes poker action, but why do you think you stay for the nonsense?
It takes a while for these cards. Oh, king, king, queen, queen. Here we go, Rob. It's a nice one.
Rob getting dealt another hand, but it is under the gun again.
You could play every combination of those cards, couldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Not a bad hand to Munson there.
That's been completes with jacks. Wants to avoid a couple of paint cards on the flop, I'll tell you that much. He does. Of course, when we've got kings, queens, and jacks out there, it just comes ace-10. Why wouldn't it?
A lot of poker.
And before
3 ace magnet hands.
Yeah. And before somehow Laszlo wins his pot. No. Cancel that. Wow. Actually interesting, though, of course. Mermo with 2 jacks. Now, normally in PLO, we love these kind of situations, right? You've got 2 cards blocking the straight, but Rob has limped under the gun. Hard to believe he has not got a part of this board, especially when he checks the flop. It's very suspicious.
Yeah, and he does, in this precise instance, have the reblockers.
Oh, yeah.
The backup ladies.
Block to the block. He's just Yongi from the block. Don't be fooled. No, okay, I'll stop. We get told off for singing nope.
Yeah.
Not because it's offensive to anyone, just we don't have the rights to the music.
Ah. I mean, I think any like AI software scanning the audio for any similarities to music is not gonna find us, James.
You're saying Shazam doesn't pair me up with J-Lo?
I think we might be able to sneak under the radar on that one. Aces for Griff. Under the gun as well. He doesn't like to play more. Doesn't play the limp. Comes in for the raise.
Yep. You want to play? Let's go for it. Griff approaching this one. Starting hand 45 blinds deep. He's in the sort of the middle 3 stacks group.
Yeah, I understand the limping strategy. You don't want to get messed with too much, but it's a small sample size. But from my 9-handed PLO experience, there hasn't been a lot of messing around going on behind. These raises have just been kind of getting the respect they deserve.
Yep. I mean, yes, you're right. Problem obviously comes with just as soon as Garcia gets kind of anything vaguely playable, he's going to be in there making life difficult for you. But it's very different of 45 blinds versus the, you know, the 20 blind stacks or the sub 20 blind stacks.
Right.
Like that from Griff. Keep it simple.
I give you 5.
He might not just really play any hands from under the gun, honestly, with 9-handed in this situation. Rob, Espen, Laszlo, they're the ones on the block. 19, 15, and 14. Noya, Jones, and Pancia. Well, they're the middle class. But it's the elites thriving here. Because often they do. Grand Slam. I mean, there aren't too many middle class playing 50k buy yellow, but you know.
Well, there's, you know, inflation nowadays, James. What do you
yeah, I mean, it got up to like 7% for a couple of years. I mean, I don't think we're quite calling 50k buy-in players middle class. I'm going to leave this topic. Going back to where I was.
Ah, beautiful hand, this one.
We're seeing some goodies.
Always under the gun.
Yeah.
You were getting good hands, but only under the gun.
Oh, here we go.
Speaking of beautiful hands.
Yeah, obviously King's very good hand. Go up in value when you have an ace. Blocking aces.
How much do you have in total? A bowl of rice, my friend. What's pot?
I like rice.
920.
920. How much?
920.
Oh, okay, you have like nothing behind, right?
Well, he just moves it in.
There we go.
920. I mean, it wasn't insignificant behind. There was a good $500,000 back.
Yeah, just decided.
Yeah, 565 was behind.
Let's run it.
I think my hand looks better.
I mean,
I prefer the.
I thought he was going to call.
Mine looks better.
No, you just get away from like an ace 4-4. I mean, maybe you can't. I don't know.
This is basically ace king versus ace queen.
Yeah, this is a great.
I'm translating for the Hold'em crowd.
Great spot for Rob. Being patient. We've seen it. Played coy. Doesn't enjoy playing the short stack. We'll have a lot more fun if he can hold here. Oh, Jack 10, but look at this. Ace, king of clubs. Rob, still a favourite, despite having fallen behind here. Can he find the queen of clubs?
Has stolen a little bit of equity from him, but it's still behind.
Aye.
There we go.
Up on the turn. All but seals it. Just needs to fade a Jack or 10. Oh, no. Oh, no. 10 of diamonds, Frado, on the river.
That's that. Just
Rob Young,
that.
stunned. Not often you see that reaction from him.
Thank you.
Actually playing the tournament.
Yeah, a very cruel run out as he turns the flush and is eliminated by the full house on the river.
Yeah. I think, obviously, once he had that flush, he psychologically, he was stacking the chips, but
that's PLO, James. You never can be. You're never safe.
It was just there.
We have to be in our box.
Wow. The host is gone. 160k.
So there were the time banks he was throwing.
Final 8. Still guaranteed 160k. We're now on that direct pay jump for 210. And of course, the end of the day bubble. One elimination away from saving that final 7.
Queen, Jack 10 double.
That just looks like a 9-handed hand.
Yikes. GG's, Rob. And it's funny as well because there were some situations where he could have gone for it there, but I hate to use the word serious, but that's the kind of game he brought today, I felt, Geraldo. He wasn't just going to go hard and try and build a stack. He was like, no, I want to play this as a tournament. I'm going to recognize the situation. I'm going to do the quote-unquote right thing.
Yep, he was very patient throughout. And looked like he was about to be rewarded, and it was cruelly just snatched away on the river there. The 33% getting there on the river.
Start 150.
And we could have some more action here, James.
Oh, yeah.
So Lads
Yeah,
has spotted.
Yeah, Lazlo's going to be put to it here.
I'm going to call 42.58, James. What do we think? I'm going to start doing side bets on the equities. You could clean up here. Oh, I'll tell you something. This man knows his cards.
You come in here. No, you've been talking to Garcia. Your old pal. Not having this from you. All right. Laszlo. Up against it, but as you say, plenty of equity.
Yep, 58% of the time, this will be the end of the night, and Laszlo will be leaving us. Let's see what...
Jack 4 trait. Not good, not terrible. Jack of Hearts. Look at that card. I mean,
Jack of Hearts holding it down on its own there.
If anything we've seen tonight, the turn's just going to be the Queen of Hearts. Okay.
There you go.
Not a mile away from that.
The open ender does appear.
Ace Queen on 7 required. Oh, yes. Barry.
Classic Barry.
Just when you're looking for the queens and the 7s, he reminds you. The OG out.
You were rooting for me.
Oh, yes.
I see the happiness.
Yeah, dramatic. I feel like the ace of spades in the river in any game carries with it a certain gravitas. Even when we are using most of the cards in the deck, it still just is strong enough on its own to deliver a bit of drama.
It's a pretty card.
Well, it's 5 deuce. Can you believe it?
I can. It's a very believable story. But you would have gotten there.
Yeah.
You would have gotten there.
Couple of wild hands there, back to back. The elimination of Rob Young was cruel. Double Laszlo. Not what anyone at this table wanted to see, I can assure you of that. Dangerous man. Now holding 30 blinds. So, shorter stack, Mermode. Now, quite far adrift. He's looking up at Noya with 29 blinds. Laszlo now with the aforementioned 30, and then Jones with 31. So he has a lot of work to do. There will be no panic.
Can you get a waiter? Do you mind if I get a wait? I want to order something. May I please have a chamomile tea? But
Handsy with the open, and Laszlo Butas with I was coming up with nicknames for Omaha hands
Okay.
as well, but I can't double jacks and 9s. I had kings and 9s were 2 dogs.
Yep, that makes sense.
But oh, monster behind here.
Yep, kings with the ace. Just mentioned how kings with the presence of an ace, the relative strength that comes with.
Does say all in. Not sure that will be allowed.
You just, you know.
I like that.
It's intimidating.
It's a little bit of flair. I like when I make my annual foray into the mixed games at the World Series, the limit games. I used the very funny joke of announcing every bet is all in.
Oh, I bet that's amusing for all of about 4 minutes.
Everyone really enjoys it, and I should keep doing it.
How much do you have behind? I start with 2.5.
I keep doing it. I'm very unlikely to be at that table, so you keep doing it, my friend.
Fancier here, you'd imagine this is going to be a fold, James. It's not the kind of hand you want to be in with. Is that correct?
Yeah, again, I mean, not the best hand to have, and sound like broken records, but we are in a very tough situation ICM-wise. All these middle stacks. It's 50 blinds, just have to swallow that one. Laszlo, a bit annoying for him. Jackson 9s, but
did treat himself to a little call there in the cutoff, and he's been punished behind.
Yeah, I don't hate the call. I think I can assume there's going to be a fair amount of honesty behind. Of course, he's just got Jones on the button. Then it's Alexic and Rafael both deep in the blind, so be out of position. Unlikely to see a lot of noise from them.
You got on tilt last hand, or?
Pardon? I'm on tilt, yeah.
I want to see this. You're going to see the 7-6-5-3 in about an hour.
Eight remain. They're looking for the final 7. Incredibly deep there, 75 bib on average, but again, somewhat skewed.
Yeah, 225 of that is Garcia, in fairness.
Yeah, and Alexic with 140 of those blinds as well. I think they've got 29 million between them. Of what, just under 50 million chips.
Yeah, 48, 49 million, I would say.
Momo. This is a nice looking hand. Ace, King, 8-7 double. These are the ones where I'm doing my damage in the cash game with.
Yeah.
Little 3-bet, isolate someone, get loads of board coverage.
Your secret weapon on it.
Oh yeah. Not such a great hand multi-way, but when you get them heads up. The man himself.
We're one card away from what I could have christened the gun. Ace King 4-7. That would have been a great Omaha nickname.
Don't get it.
AK-40s. Come on. You know I've been in here commentating with Warbs so much I've had to explain these things. It's very believable.
I don't think I'll get you to nibble on that one. Bit of a shout out I see in the chat, the Dankness, aka Will Jaffe, joining in for this one. I know he likes his Omaha.
Yes,
he also likes watching these guys battle away. Screamed out little rolls in the chat for Laszlo. Welcome along, sir. Good to have you with us.
He might be ready to film us a tough conversation about 9-handed PLO.
Well, we're 8-handed now, so.
That's good. Oh, I mean, the action's been going, to be fair.
That's been way more than I thought there would be. I mean, we've got down to 8 in insane time. Of course, 14 down to 9 in, you know, barely a level.
Yeah.
Less than a level. May still take us a while to get down to 7, the way this one's panning out.
Yeah.
Although, Laszlo, the shortest stack with a playable one.
Nice hand for Laszlo.
Ooh.
Also nice for Garcia here.
Yeah. See which way he wants to play this. Feel like cool, but can he just leverage?
What?
He is. Of course, sorry, yeah, Murmo's one with 17. Yeah, he certainly can leverage. He's going for it.
Putting the pressure on immediately.
And I tell you, you know, Laszlo, I don't think he's going to be shy with this hand, my friend. I don't think he's going to be shy. He knows Garcia can be getting a little out of line. examining the stacks, particularly that of Momo to his right.
It's not every day you get dealt Motown with a gun, James.
With just 1.27 back and a hand, that playable in position. We're going to the streets. And once again, we have near flip. Queen 9, 3, 2 hearts. We're getting them in. Boys, we are getting them in. Garcia, top pair, open-ender. Wojtas with that gut shot and flush draw. It's Laszlo, who should be on his feet.
Holy good sweats on this table.
And to the surprise of everyone, it is another flip. 53 versus 47. Let's see.
This is huge. Laszlo holds here. It's going to be up to, what, 60 blinds, having been the short stack just 3 hands ago. This is a very big pot for Garcia. To take out this player will be huge. Straight. It's the straight. Just needs to fade the heart. Or the 10.
Or the 10, yeah.
He has improved. And once again, Garcia with the hold. KOs another. Laszlo, they gave him the sweat. They started the spin.
You've not lost an all-in.
But he is out in 8th for 160k. And unbelievably, we have made the 7. Laszlo doesn't find it so funny that Garcia hasn't lost an all-in for the entire evening.
Open jealousy.
But the rest of them,
No, not even a little.
Corrado, they're thrilled.
He's playing very well, though.
Short day for them as well. Just get through the players nice and early. Now they get time, have some relaxation, chill out, get a good sleep, come back ready for the final 7 tomorrow, where the 1.2 million first prize will be awarded.
Garcia, straight on the stories.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we've got some housekeeping to do first. It's going to take him a while to bag those chips up. He has a monstrous 20 million, 200. I mean, I'm going to start describing. He's got a 250,000 big blinds.
That is
250,000. Is that?
That is a lot. That is a lot. 250 bigs at a final table, no less.
This is actually
A lot of tournaments I play don't even start with that.
Yeah, right. It's like pretty common. There you go. There it is. His 20 million in chips, far ahead of Alexic himself. Is well miles ahead of Panseer in 4th, but still quite far ahead of Sean Raphael in 3rd. Incredibly, guys, I'm sad to say that is going to bring to an end our stream tonight. We were settling in for a long one. We knew getting down to 7 in this PLO would take a while, but we were completely wrong. We are here, but we are going to be back tomorrow. Believe. Plan is stream 2 p.m. local time. The players will start at 1 with an hour delay. So until then, there's nothing left to say other than for myself, Feraldo, and Warbs. We wish you good night. We will see you tomorrow.